This week I'm going to have to own up. If you've seen the community tab on my channel, I did put a post on there saying there was something ironic had happened since my last video. The video in question is where I was looking and talking about adapting, that sounds posh, cannibalising my old selfie stick for use with the Osmo Pocket 3. And if you've watched that video, you'll know how I went about it. The irony is that literally 24 hours after making that video, I brought it up here to a very well-known location in Liverpool. It's the top end of Lodge Lane, and I was out using the Sony A7 with a vintage lens, a Rokkor 200mm f4, and I came up here because this particular spot, this bench that I'm sitting on, is one that I've passed literally hundreds of times over the years without really considering taking a photo. Anyway, the 200mm Rokkor just gave me a different perspective on it and really make it look into something a lot more spectacular than it is in real life, as I'm sure you will agree when you see the video. So I came up here with the Pocket 3, Sony A7, 200mm Rokkor, and I literally took a triangular walk from here and I photographed a open sign which is on the pavement outside an antiques centre. So I took a photograph of that. That was the only lens I had with me, by the way, the 200mm. So I took a photograph of that. Then I walked probably 100 yards across the main road and took a photograph of the old luggage trolley associated with Edge Hill railway station. And between these three locations, literally no more than a quarter of a mile apart, I managed to lose the selfie stick. Oh boy, I couldn't believe it, and I actually came back. I realised I'd lost it. I wasn't intending to shoot any video, but I had it with me. And all I can think is that I pulled it out of the bag by mistake when I lifted out the Sony with the big lens on it. So as soon as I realised I'd lost it, I came back, retraced all my steps, and it's just gone. It's a complete mystery to me. So, oh, the irony, all that effort involved in converting it, chopping it up and making it usable for the Osmo, completely wasted. So what do you do? This thing is really a little bit awkward to use without a selfie stick, and I wanted something that I could use to support it when I was particularly making use of face tracking, for example. So I invested in a K&F Concept selfie stick, and it's overkill. It's here, and it's by comparison massive to the old one that I had. On the plus side, this extends to 62 inches, so over 5 foot, and it has a much better tripod base, which I'll show you now. So there we are. It has a much broader tripod base than the old Telesin stick, which I managed to lose. And as I say, it extends to over 5 feet in height. And the other major difference is the fact that it has a ball and socket head, 1/4 inch tripod bush, and also that platform is a collapsible mobile phone holder. So it's pretty flexible, but it is a lot bigger than the old Telesin. So there we are. I've now got the Osmo fixed on the top of the selfie stick, and it's great like this, absolutely fantastic. A little bit heavier than the old Telesin when you're hand holding it, but it does give that extra reach, and I'm loving the tripod base. It also comes with a Bluetooth switch so that you can match that up to a cell phone mobile phone if you want to do some video work using your phone, which I'm probably never going to do, but there we are. And so I just thought I'd talk a little bit about the Rokkor and the Sony A7. Here we are. This is the beast in question. Absolutely beautiful lens. Goodness me, it's in excellent condition. It cost me £20. Of course, courtesy of K&F Concept, I had the Minolta MD to Sony E-mount adapter. It's one of the main reasons why I went for it. Absolutely mint lens, gorgeous. Built-in lens hood. What else can you ask for, really, in a vintage lens? Really, really good. And this is where I came with it the other day. And I stood about, 100, 150 yards away from this bench to get this shot with the wall in the background and the mural and all the rest of it. And it gave me a completely different and new perspective on the bench itself. And it's made a relatively nice photo, I think. Yes, it's been tweaked in post-production, but the basic photograph is more or less as shot. I've just played around with contrast levels and stuff like that, really. The little blue man, the open sign, is a bit of fun. Shot that I took there, I couldn't have got any further away. I had my back up against the brick wall of a shop, filled the frame nicely. I've cropped it to, I think, a square format. Can't remember now, but you'll see when I post it on here. And then the third shot that I took is of the old luggage trolley celebrating the Edge Hill railway station, which is one of the oldest railway stations in the world that is still in use. The first station there was opened in 1830. The current station that you can see, not that I'm going to put any video of it on this time, but the current station was remodeled and rebuilt a few yards away, and I think that opened in 1838. And then the other two shots that I'm going to show you, taken with this lens, I did one down in Liverpool city centre of the Radio City Tower, and with this sort of focal length, 4 times magnification basically over your standard lens, with this kind of magnification, it enabled me to get a nice shot of just the top of the Radio City Tower, the beacon. And it's really sharp, this lens. Sadly, the other photograph that I'm going to show you of the gull perched on top of some sort of signage, I missed focus ever so slightly on that one, but I quite liked the juxtaposition between the bird in the foreground and the shop sign in the background, the Iceland shop sign. As I say, I've missed focus ever so slightly on that one. My fault, nothing to do with the gear, old age, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. So, fairly short video this time. I must emphasise that I purchased the selfie stick from K&F Concept. I felt guilty enough as it was by accepting their Osmo filter set. So I thought, oh my goodness, I can't expect them to give me anything else. And I wanted it quickly. So I got it via Amazon. It's £25 and it's worth every penny. It's really robust. Goodness knows how many sections there are, about 5 or 6 sections. And with it extending to over 5 feet from the ground, it means that I can stand it up, walk around using face tracking, and it's going to be a bit of a game changer, I think, for me, to be honest with you. The only downside is that in comparison to the old Telesin selfie stick that I lost, it is quite a bit bulkier, but that's something I've got to put up with, I think. Anyway, for now, from a very sunny but also very windy Liverpool, I'm going to say enjoy your photography. Vintage lenses or brand spanking new, up to the minute, doesn't matter, does it really? It's not the gear, it's who's using it that counts. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.